The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now Jones on 1st down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 25. Touchdown.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jack Youngblood. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
It's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Taylor. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Henry. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
19. Giants, nothing.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Vikings 19. Giants 6.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth-quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jason Pierre-Paul. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Jones sliding out of the pocket. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
45 to the line. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A loss of 2.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or The backup may see some time.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Wilson will throw again. Man open, Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had it bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. On first down, it's Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The kicker.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 2nd down.
Jones, off play action. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That's the end of the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Giants 6.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones, flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now Jones operating from the gun. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson wants to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
22-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for two. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for two.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because